Congressman Rashad Tate in season 3 had my vote, and in season 4, he's changing for the better. Not just for New York City, not for the state of New York, but for a nation, the United States of America. So we are able to watch season 4 of Power. Now, when he changes, I'm telling you, he's willing to put his life on the line in order for us to have a better day-to-day living. Now, I'm going to be honest, Rashad Tate is my dog, but with a nation, with Rashad Tate having that much power, or should I say influence, let's just be real. It's going to be hell on earth. It's not going to be very good, but I'm here for it and I'm ready to see it. Now, before we jump into this and we break down Rashad Tate's predictions for season 4, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, we know Rashad Tate, he's going to use you until he can get where he needs to get. So let's jump into it. This is the predictions for season 4. It's been a long journey for Rashad Tate. We remember him all the way back. I'm talking about OG Power, going at it with Ghost. He was a police officer. He was down rock bottom, but now he's back and he's made it to the top. Of course, he had to double cross a couple of people to get there, but who doesn't in the power world? There's no legit people. The only person I can think of is RSJ, and even he's a little shaky. But with Rashad Tate winning Congress in season 4, I think this might change their perspective on giving him his own spinoff of influence. Now, they might end up killing him off in 4, maybe 5, but as a congressman, I don't think they're going to be able to get that close to him. We do know he has a partnership with McClain. Now, this relationship that we have, I spoke about it in Davis's prediction video, but we're going to go a little more in depth because with Tate being in Congress, yeah, I mean, this guy's going to have a lot of influence, and this might backfire on everyone else on the show. His first dilemma is going to be dealing with Harper. We know that she wanted him to go legit, be ethical, but what did she hear? Him taking donations from our boy Davis in order to give favors. Not those kind of favors, but in the streets, you know exactly what I mean. So she might be able to expose him. We don't know what they did off the scene, behind the cameras, but we know that this relationship started to build. Not only that, we remember they used to mess around in college. That means she could bring up old dirt from back then. You remember Rashad Tate, he blackmailed Brayden's dad. He blackmailed Sweeney. So with Harper in the picture, we don't know exactly what she's going to do, but we do know she stormed off. So this could be bad for Tate in the long run. And this is going to be his #1 priority, to get her back in his good graces, if possible. The partnership with Davis, this is going to be very interesting. I'm 1000% here for Tate and Davis working together. Now, will they be able to trust each other? I say around episode 4, maybe 5, these two are going to start clashing. But they're going to be in business together. They're just not going to trust each other. And that's typically how business is when you're doing business with someone you don't know, you don't trust, you're not around enough to know their character, but you need them. And at this moment, Davis needs Tate and Tate needs Davis's money. And what I mean by that is Davis is going to need Tate to use his influence as Congress to get the feds off his back, to let him know if anything comes up, and to lobby for different laws to be put in place to cover Davis in the long run. Because you remember, Davis isn't as legit as we think he is. His brother Theo took that charge. The whole season, Tate was really using Tariq. If we're just going to be honest, he was using Tariq, 5,000 in Bitcoin. He also went behind Tariq's back and told on the Ponzi scheme. Yeah, Tariq has it cut out for him. We got a war going on, and at this moment, Tariq's not going to be able to trust Tate, but I can see him needing Tate again. And what I mean is, Tate helped him out by getting the room. Tate helped him out by getting the Russians off the street. So he really does owe Tate a lot. But at this point, can he trust Tate? And the answer is no, because no one can trust Tate, not even Harper. Tariq and Tate's relationship is going to be severed a little bit. And I think that Tariq is going to be closer to Davis. And Davis might be the one that tells Tate to do certain things on behalf of Tariq, because Tariq isn't going to want to deal with Tate at all. So how these two come out of this, I'm not sure, but I think they're going to become rivals, even though they already are, but serious rivals later. I have to bring up RSJ up under the Tate predictions, and the reason for that is because Tate was the one that actually exposed the Ponzi scheme to the world. Now, RSJ, rich black man, powerful, influence. He also made an unethical, illegal backdoor deal with Lucas Weston for the Ponzi scheme. Now, Lucas is gone, so I don't know if that's going to play any part, but he was knowing and willingly cooperating in the Ponzi scheme as long as he got his money back, Tariq's money back. Not too much of the Tejadas, he really didn't care about that, but that also helps out Brayden. Now, this will work in the favor of Tate for the simple fact Tate can do whatever he needs to do to exclude RSJ and Tariq out of this, because Tariq is paying him $5,000. RSJ is a billionaire. He can start paying money, and Tate is always about the money and whatever makes him look good moving forward. So he can easily spend this. Plus, we know he's not on good terms with the Westons from the get-go. The Westons have their own issues going on, and I spoke about that in the Brayden predictions. But for Tate, this is something that is going to look good on his resume. Once he gets into Congress, him exposing potentially one of the top 10 biggest Ponzi schemes in American history, they're going to realize that Tate, he's all about business. He's doing things by the book, and he wants justice for all. Little do they know, Tate is just as dirty and crooked as everybody else. In every single character you see us coming in contact with Tate, we know that he's manipulating them or using them for his own personal gain. This whole Ponzi scheme, once it falls through, he already blackmailed Brayden's father. That's how he even got into this position to even run for Congress. He's probably going to apply the pressure to them to keep the Westons quiet moving forward. He doesn't want to hear a peep out of them, especially once he gets elected. He has everyone really against him once they find out who he really is. The Justice League were working hand in hand with Tate in season 3. Season 4, with the Rico falling apart, the only thing they really have to lean on is Tate. The only problem is with Tate being a councilman, he's not going to be dealing with Gianni anymore. Gianni is just the state level. He's doing things big, national. Now, Blanca might be able to ask him a few questions because Blanca has a history with him dating back to the OG power. The Justice League, they're scrambling. Anything they can find on any person, they're going to try to attack that and see if they can make it stick. So Tate, when it comes to the Justice League, he might actually manipulate them in season 4 to actually have them go after whoever he needs. And what I mean by that is Davis, he might turn on Monet and the Tejada family and work with Tariq. Plus, him and Tate have a relationship. Tate knows that the Justice League, they've been harassing Davis also. So they need to get things together, or everything that they have and work for is really going to be over. And Gianni should be losing a job. How many times she's fumbled the ball. All right, there you go. My predictions for Rashad Tate, aka Councilman Tate, for season 4. Let me know what you think about Tate. Is he going to be legit, or is he going to resort back to the old ways and start to use people and use people and use people until he uses them up? We know Rashad Tate, he can't stay on the straight and narrow, and it looks like Harper might actually be turning her back on him because she can see right through him, and that will be the downfall of Rashad Tate. But let me know what you think about my dog, and do you think he should get his own spinoff? I'd be interested in seeing Rashad Tate Book 5 Influence. I think that would actually be a good show. I would definitely tune in for it. But let me know what you think. I'm Monet. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.